Alright, welcome to some more sparring. This is Wednesday night sparring at Henzo's. This is a roll with Gabe. So I tried a little long hook Del Hiva there, which he blocked, and then I came back inside and tripod swept. Now just working some passing. Keeping past the line of his feet and just paying attention to that, trying to work over his knee. I've been playing around with tall postures lately just to see if people will wrestle, counter wrestle them. He comes up on a single, but I mean, I'm already inside there, and it's tough to wrestle up. I'm very close to him. And I did a little spinny move to get out of his single leg, just to break the grip. Coming up on a front headlock here, working anaconda. Trying to grip my hands and dive my head between his arm and his leg. See it right there, arm and head in the hole, and then adjusting the anaconda. He tapped. Gabe just got his blue belt a month ago, 2 months ago or so. Nice guy. It's gonna be a good player. So working the collar grip here, heisting out, threatening the ankle picks, and wrestling him up. So again, working the knee line. I came up in a interesting position here. I was already kind of wedged under behind his knee. So I'm just maintaining that and trying to actually use it to set up a knee slice on the other side. But I kind of abandon it and go back to Toriandos and X passes. Yeah, he did a whoop whoop, getting out of here. So working the knee slice again, backstepping into saddle. Can't heel hook in the gi, so unfortunate. But I do start to attack the other leg, and I'm looking at. It's hard, you can't see it, but I'm already working footlock grip here and trying to reinforce it with my left leg there by putting on the hip. He gets pushing off his hip, and he's wiggling his foot, trying to escape the straight footlock type grip. And I turn into an Aoki lock. Pretty standard attack there out of that saddle position. So just keeping feet connected, looking for hooks, posts, and grips. Looking for a lapel here, and he's sat back to get away from the lapel grip, and I kicked him in the nuts. Should have let me play lapel, Gabers. It's the worst, man. Getting kicked in the nuts is awful. It's actually a very quick recovery. Man among men. Back to lapel. So I'm playing lapel with the near side lapel. I usually play with the other side lapel, but you can play with near side. It's just tighter and harder to get into some of the positions, and find my way into like a squid guard type deal here. And I go for this. He's got my pant leg, so I go for this really lazy arm bar. I did not have his elbow line at all, but I was more playing for the inversion here, which I'm starting to come around. So he sits back, and that exposes the knee bar. So I immediately go to the toes and heel end of the lever, try to put his leg into position for knee bar, and he taps. I'm just screwing around with some turtle here, wrestling, just to keep the action going. I think I was gonna try to like knee pound and turn the corner, but he sat to guard. So just working passing, and that was the round. This is Lisa. solid blue belt. She actually, it's kind of a smooth little pass attempt there. She almost sat over my knee, but I was able to work into ashi. I didn't sweep her. She just kind of sat to play guard, I think. So just working to beat the feet and knee line. So you can see here I'm past the knee line mostly, and I have an underhook and a head. My head's underhooking their side, so I just pummel my feet. I'm trying to beat her feet and end up in a double knee slice position with a crossface. So that's super strong passing position and work in a side control. I post her legs away from her so she can't recover. She starts to come up on a shoulder to invert, and that lets me backstep through her guard to the other side. Again, pushing the legs away. I got an arm isolated here, her top arm, and I try to step over. Lisa does a good job blocking, and actually, she's so tough, man. She just comes up in a turtle. I noticed there's an angle there, so I just step around to the back. I didn't really push the back take there, just kind of. Today, for some reason, I played a lot of turtle. I was goofing around turtle a lot. So, Peterson roll here, and she sits back pretty hard to stop me from Peterson rolling, so I just go with it and roll her back over the other way instead of doing the Peterson roll. I think I'm trying to hit the truck or something here, but she just says, not in my house. She swatted me. So I have to go into a back escape pretty quickly here, or a mount escape. So just blocking that knee from getting to the inside space, and then bringing my shins and knees inside. And I find ashi on her far leg, and I just follow. So you can see her foot's already in position for attacking the foot lock on her, and I go to connect my hands, but she pulls my hand back. My hands would be too low to finish here anyway, so I don't push the issue too much, but I am trying to get slowly into a better position to finish the foot lock, if it's belly down or resetting. So resetting the position here, hands are a little higher, and I'm trying to bring my butt close to her butt and being able to arch to finish the foot lock. She said, "Don't foot lock me, you son of a bitch." So working some guard passing here, I guess. Yeah, when people go sit on their knees, I don't negotiate. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I just go right into standing up and guard passing. Her knees are pressed together here. I was trying to keep them together, but she sat up and reset. I gained an underhook out of it, and my head is pinning her head, but her butterfly hook is problematic. I'm just trying to find a way over it or around it. And you can see I hip into it, and I'm able to pass back the other way, and putting pressure to find the arm bar on the other side. We actually went out of frame here. I didn't finish it. She slipped her elbow. So right back into the round. Playing guard here. Collar grip, straight collar grip. Pulling her into guard. It's like a butterfly, I guess, and then lifting, elevating into ashi garami. Like keeping inside position, two shins inside, X inside, whatever, just to make sure I have inside space. And then she kind of rolls to play guard. You can see her foot's in. I could probably attack footlock again. I just didn't feel like insisting on it again. And then she clocks me. And yeah, just kneeing over. That's the round. So this is Seth. Sethus Maximus. Playing some open guard. So I got the collar and I'm heisting out. Find the ankle pick. Down he goes. So now just staying past his foot line, trying to weasel over the knee line or smash the legs together. Looks like I'm able to smash the legs together a little bit here. Seth is in the half guard, so I'm trying to work into like a scoop or wedge position. See my left knee there on the mat? It needs to be actually on his hip. I didn't notice at the time, but I'm also trying to force his legs the other way so I can knee slice through or get an underhook. And Seth builds up to this, like, it's kind of a weird position, like a reverse octopus position or something. But he's able to get some height out of it, but I was in position to just smash him back to the mat. So now we're back into like the scoop position, and I'm able to just backstep my leg out. So now I start the process of flattening Seth out, trying to put his shoulders on the mat. He does a good job staying inside, and he tries to roll out of it. Because his turtle was open, I was able to find hooks and take the back. I just noticed he was off balance that way, so I rolled and pushed his elbow. He does a good job hand fighting, getting his shoulders to the mat, so I have to adjust. I was trying to pick a Kimura grip, but he blocked it, so I just came up to mount. Immediately go to isolate the wrist to the mat there. His other arm comes in to defend that, and I accept that arm for like a Juji or Kimura grip here. And I don't see my shoulder position, I got loose with it there, and that's fine. But found a collar grip and step over choke right here, Kanto choke. Looking at it now, I don't think it was very tight, or at least it wasn't a choke. He said it was a lot of pressure, but I don't think I had a great angle on it. Could have farted on him though. I'm playing like a long knee shield here. And keeping feet inside, looking for opportunities to pummel. Double sleeve. Not great at double sleeve. I think I'm hunting for collar sleeve. We'll see what happens here. Oh, here we go. So this is, I'm looking for the baratoplata here. Looks like a reverse Kimura. It's called baratoplata. So his arms stuck between my legs here. I need to get my right leg over to his right shoulder. So that's my next waypoint here. There it is. I remember having trouble finishing this one. Seth's putting a lot of pressure against my hamstring, and yeah, kind of like shifting his hips over is hard to finish. I think I bail on it. He said it was close. I think I need to be more insistent about stepping on the hip to finish this one. But I let the grip go. Just working to keep feet connected and active and hooks here. Also grip fighting him. Looking for opportunities to get inside. Tried a tripod sweep there. He's stretched out really far to defend it, which let me switch to X guard. And so I just have X hooks in here. I'm just following Seth around and coming up to pass here. His bottom leg is pinned by my body weight. And I'm past the feet, so I'm in good passing position. Just trying to weasel. Just smashed his knees together. And getting my torso past his knees. Now we are inside. I think I was trying to feed the lapel here or cross face him back down. I can't remember the name of that lapel choke. Is really famous one that the Mendez brothers did a lot. whatever that choke was, that's what I was trying to do here. Brabo. Brabo choke. But, see, here's the pass off. And I didn't want to go right to the choke for some reason. I wanted to see what else there was around. And, Seth does a interesting defense to the Brabo choke there. He actually rolls the other way. But that gives me mount. Again, going to the single wrist pin, trying to lift, and he exposes his other arm for armbar. That was a great roll from Seth. Actually found some sparring footage that I couldn't upload for whatever reason. Or it's the wrong codex or some shit, I don't know. So we'll just record it and screen record it. This is DJ. DJ's got a very tricky guard. I think this footage is like 2 months old. DJ's playing collar sleeve and looking for the omoplata. I'm trying to break grips, and I'm also trying to not fight his legs with my arms. I'm trying to bring my legs inside. See? But like I said, DJ's super tricky, so he's already onto the lasso or De La Hiva every time I do this. This seems to be the endless cycle with him. He's just really good at this position. Pretty sure I end up in an omoplata at some point in this roll, or multiple times throughout this roll. I don't remember this roll, so I'm not even sure what I was trying to do. I guess I'm trying to Toriander here. Torianders. You can see his guards just giving me fits, and he finds the omoplata. So, just trying to stay calm and work my way out of it. I'm trying to knee over, just knee over the belly, which he's hipping away from, keeping me postured down. So now I try to wedge my knee behind his hamstring and straighten my arm, which is a little risky. He blocks that. Now I try to go into a roll and actually find his hip, but he does a good job re-rolling me, and we end up in, I think he's got me in a crucifix, I guess. And I think he let me out. I was like, you can have it back, brother. But he's like, nah, fam. I want to tap you out the real way. So working guard. DJ also tricky guard passer. So you can see he's beating my feet here. I'm actually not in a great position. I'm trying to pummel back in. He keeps blocking my feet from pummeling. And hits the beginning of a leg drag there. I think I got my leg back in time. I did. Okay, so feet back inside, able to work like a tripod, wrestle up there. And now we try to pass DJ's bear trap of a guard again. I don't think he has my elbow line in this Kimura, or Omo. Okay, he does, never mind. So immediately try to go to the roll and pull him, I need to pull him across my body on that roll. But it frees my arm somehow. able to catch his leg on the off balance there, and I'm trying to play single leg X, ashi garami. That's a cool little pass, a little flamingo pass. I try to step to 50-50. I'm still trying to get under to 50-50, I think. And was able to get double leg control at one point for the knockdown. But looking at it now, it looks like DJ dove on a leg drag more so than, yeah, me knocking him down. I'm trying to guard retention move I saw on YouTube. I'm trying to use my own hand to push my foot back in front of DJ's shoulders. It actually works pretty good, but he sat me up before I could get to it. Now I'm playing back defense. I'm trying to peel him. I think if we were at the edge of the mats there, he would have been able to follow me. Yeah, I was trying to get my back to the mat and scrape him off, basically. I think he let up because we were at the edge of the mats. So, we start from side. DJ bringing the knees in. I'm just trying to keep a knee elbow connection so I can hopefully recover my guard. Quite the task against DJ. Just pointy ass knees. Slick little back take there. And I'm just trying to keep my shoulders on the mat and knee elbow connection. It's hell. DJ's really good at pressing the action, making it really hard for you to settle into any position, really. This is Lou. The competitive blue belt. Always a good roll. Actually going right into stand up here, and he pulls guard. So you can see when he pulled guard, I snuck my knee and elbow inside to make it difficult for him and set myself up for passing. He's got his left leg in like a shin shield, knee shield, so just got to be patient here and work grips. And when they're in a knee shield, you can always back out of it. You don't have to pressure into knee shields. So I try to back out into Oriando there. Just fighting grips here. Trying to pop that shin shield past me, and Lou is trying to work a long De La Riva hook. I stuff it and step around to get the angle to where the angle of attack is kind of coming from behind his legs. Now he's really got to hustle to square back up, and when he does, I pass his legs over to the other side. And we kind of end up in a position where I have underhooks and crossface, and his legs are smashed. It's all bad for him right here. I end up stepping over into knee on belly, pseudo mount, and now I'm working on isolating that arm. I think I'm working on a brabo. Yep, that's passing to the brabo grip. So him turning into me starts to make that choke a little more available. I let off of it for some reason, I don't know. Maybe I didn't have it tight enough. So now we're starting to be more insistent with the brabo choke. And I use it to slide over into mount. They were getting into the roll here, starting to collide. Isolating that wrist to the mat, wrist pin. And I see his other arm come in, so I take the head and arm, gift wrap, and just bringing pressure on it, putting my chest and shoulder behind it, because we're going to work into an arm bar or back take. He actually rolls and exposes his back. So I take the gift wrap and back take here. Okay, so he bridged back into view here. Still working off his back. I think I have a figure 4 grip on his arm. His hips are starting to shuffle away from me. I was actually going to chair sit, but the way he turned, his hips re-exposed. He re-exposed his back. So now I'm just working on the hand fight. I think I'm actually looking for a back triangle here. Yep, there's a step over. Now, just slowly tightening everything up. Trying to separate his arm from his body. And we're into the triangle. Triangle armbar he taps. So kind of shin on shinned him into ashi garami there. One thing I'll give Lou, man, is he's not scared to come in and try to pass your guard. He goes after you. I like that aggression. Sometimes it gets you in trouble, but I like it. I'm trying to work the knee bar. I didn't think I got it, but I guess I was able to finish it. It looked like his knee line was getting out. Heisting away, looking for grips. Like I said, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We go for the pass or the guard. We don't play in between. Just working. Looks like he's in a half guard with the shin shield. Lou's got a really good loop choke. He actually put me to sleep with it one time. I didn't respect it. And you can see I'm trying to maneuver in a way that I don't expose myself to the loop choke. Like he's got the beginning of the grip there. I think I'm actually blocking his other arm right now actively, so he can't go for it. Is that the round? Yep. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, if there's anybody tuning in. And it's been a lot of fun to do this. I've learned a lot. I think that, man, this is really the way to go. I wish I had started reviewing my sparring footage more frequently, more often, earlier in my jiu-jitsu journey. But this is where we are, so talk to you soon.